Morning plant friends, hope you're doing well. Today I am just sitting here admiring my greenhouse and I thought why not bring you in and show everything to you too. So come in and join me on a greenhouse tour. So my greenhouse is pretty tiny. It's 2 by 3 meters. I've got a lot of plants that I cram in here. This actually is not all of them at the moment. But let's see what I've got. So my bigger plants are here at the back, and most of them are the velvet leaf anthuriums because I find they tend to need a little bit less light. Over here you can see this beautiful anthurium regale. Unfortunately, another leaf was present when this one was unfurling, so it got a little bit damaged there. But you can see here, a new leaf is coming. It's so exciting. And you can see then here your clanivrium, and over there a crystallanium, and there are some cross magnificums. This little part here are some climbing, a beautiful climbing trailing plants. You've got your Monstera St. Liana, a peperomia of sorts. I've forgotten the name of that guy. And then Apothis Enjoy and Mandula, which are just thriving there. Here I've got this beautiful Amazonica, which has just will not stop growing. It used to be a stump about a month ago, and it has just absolutely sprouted. Then I've got some pretty cool philodendrons and this Alocasia Pharaoh's mask, which is a little bit worse for wear. It had a little bout of spider mites, but it's looking actually really quite nice. Here you can see Anthurium sharonii, looking very fine. And over here, oh, I love these guys. It's my Alocasia Friedek. This Friedek just completely died, and it was cut right down. I cut it right back down there. And this new growth happened within the last week, 2 weeks. It's just absolutely gone a little bit crazy. You can see there are only 3 leaves here to show you. And it's been doing quite well with this direct sunlight, which I'm quite surprised about. Beautiful is this veitchii that is busy unfurling. I cannot wait for it to grow bigger. Right next door to it is the Philodendron esmeraldense. And its leaves are just so beautiful. Look at that. Such a gleam. And over here, it's got a long new leaf. That's going to be a huge leaf that's going to unfurl. And we've got this lemon and lime maranta that is flowering like you will not believe. It is absolutely just going crazy, which is fantastic. To my left, what I want to show you is this vitaliforum. I think I'm pronouncing it right. That has just been giving me these beautiful, beautiful, shiny and glossy leaves. Look at this one, and look how long it is. What? This plant used to be outside, but I brought it inside, and it's been rewarding me with beautiful new leaves. Here is my Philodendron swordjoy, and it has just been growing massive leaves. Look at that. And unfortunately, it does have a small little case of mealybugs, so I do have to keep an eye out. Mealybugs in a tiny bit of scale, and I often get alerted to it when I've got ants around, because they actually love the sweet secretion that the scale and mealybug leaves behind. To my left, I've got a Monstera Peru, beautiful, and in the same pot I planted a Monstera Dubai, and I thought it would go upwards, but it's gone absolutely sideways all around, this way, all around the pot, and it's just not stopping. It's decided it prefers this area here, and I'm hoping it now actually starts to go up. This is my Monstera aurea. It came to me with 2 leaves, and it has absolutely just loved life and has given me 2 brand new leaves. You can see that was the second latest one, and this is the latest one. Really beautiful variegation. It's really, really loving this greenhouse. Right next to it is a variegated Monstera mint. Mint is generally, you can't see any white. It's kind of like this overlay of the white and the green that gives it a mint look. I made cuttings of my large plant, and so you can see here it's actually giving me a growth point, which is really, really exciting. And this naughty little aerial root from the Aurea is looking for a place to root. No growth point from this bottom cutting yet, but we are very hopeful. Moving down to some more beautiful variegation. Here is a variegated Florida. This amazing sectoral half moon variegation is absolutely to die for, and it is really, really popular at the moment. Funny enough, the very next leaf that I got was this, and that's not half moon at all, but I actually don't mind. I love both of them, and I love that they're both on the same plant. I think it really gives it a unique feel. Door is the very, very famous Monstera obliqua Peru. Monstera obliqua Peru are some of the rarest plants around, and funnily enough, there's so much research being done because there's so many varieties. You can see the one next door here is also Monstera obliqua Peru. However, we suspect that these two are not the same variety. So over here is also, you would never say, Monstera obliqua Pangui, and Pangui is a small little town in Ecuador, and they rate this as the same species, and you wouldn't say so looking at it, but that's what it's been determined as, and I'm not an expert, so I won't argue. I just think it's really, really awesome that there is so much variety around. Right here at the front of the greenhouse is my beautiful terrarium. I keep it close to me so that I can often check up on it. A lot of the time, if the leaves are too close to the ground, you can see that they suffer. Some of the longer jewel orchids tend to do better, and these have been thriving. I've got about 2 or 3 different kinds of jewel orchid in this terrarium, and a string of what they call frogs, which is going crazy. So beautiful. And wham, bam, right up here is a variegated philodendron Burle Marx, and I just love it. I think that it is stunning. It's apparently common-ish in Thailand, but the fact that these leaves are just so different just makes me go gaga. So whether it be a super rare plant or not, this greenhouse does not discriminate. I've got some very interesting Monstera adansonii here. This one is half moon, although it's so funny how the leaf isn't quite half. It's kind of got this very one big right hand side and this very thin left hand side, and that follows through to all the leaves. You can see over there. But I really like the fact that it's half moon. It's such a strong half moon throughout the plant. Over here, we've also got a bit of half moon going on some of the leaves. However, it doesn't follow throughout the plant. It gets slightly less over here. The last one over here has also really interesting variegation. You can see almost some mint parts over there. And it's just, this variegation has followed through really, really nicely. It almost looks like it's been mixed up, which is really pretty. Plant that I didn't realize that I'd love so much is this Monstera subpinnata. You can see it doesn't quite look like a Monstera, or what I know is a Monstera. The classic Monstera deliciosa kind of fans out with fingers. And this is a recently imported plant. I didn't think it was going to be very happy, but it's just given me a beautiful, beautiful new leaf. Let's hope it unfurls with no drama. And I just thought that that was such a winning plant that I had not known about before. So thank you so much for doing that little greenhouse tour with me. If there are any plants that you saw that you would like to ask more about, or if there's anything that I skipped or missed, please let me know and I'd happily come back to you on that.